Question 24. There are 3 different types of sandwiches on a shelf. They are 4 egg sandwiches, 5 cheese sandwiches and 2 ham sandwiches. Erin takes at random 2 of these sandwiches. Work out the probability that she takes 2 different types of sandwiches. We can work out literally as they said it, work out what the probability of getting each different type of sandwiches, but that would be quite a long list of working out the different types of sandwiches. So egg and cheese and egg and ham, all the different combinations will be quite a bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a different technique. We can get 2 types of outputs if we work out the probability. We can get either the sandwiches when we pick them will be different or they'll be identical. So those 2 events together add up to 1. So we can use that 1 minus technique. So we are going to say the probability of getting the different sandwiches is equal to 1 minus the probability that they will be the same. So that's another shorter way of doing the same question. So what we're going to work out now is we're going to work out the probability of getting 2 egg, 2 cheese and 2 ham, and then add them up and minus it from 1, and that will give us the answer as though we worked out 2 different types. So let's first of all look at that question now. Now, probability of an egg sandwich and the probability of an egg sandwich is equal to. Now, probability of the egg sandwich is going to be equal to 4 out of, we've got 4 out of 5 is 9, 9 out of 2 is 11, so there's 11 sandwiches altogether, so 4 out of 11. The and means multiply probability of the next egg sandwich. Now we picked 1 egg sandwich, so this 11 has now become 10. Because you had 11 sandwiches, 1 was taken out, now you have 10 sandwiches left over. 4 of them were egg, now you got 3 left over. So this is called probability without replacement, without replacement. Okay, what we can do, I'm going to copy this bit down over here. So we're going to copy this and make it all into one nice big calculation. Okay, let's get started. So the probability of 1 minus the probability of an egg and an egg, or it's going to be the probability of a cheese and a cheese, probability of cheese and the probability of cheese of the 2 sandwiches, or we're going to have probability of a ham and a ham. Okay. Now remember this, whenever we have an anti-probability it means times, whenever you have an or it means plus. So let's change colour a bit and put those in straight away. And means times, and means times, and means times. Okay, probability of my first. I'm just going to copy this down over here. Probably be better just being like this now. So you have 4 over 11. 11 sandwiches, 4 of them are egg. Pick one of the egg ones out. You have 3 egg ones left, and you have 10 sandwiches left. Or means plus. I'm just going to copy the plus down. And actually, the plus is right there. We just need to make it a bit bigger. Okay. So we have probability of the cheese. There's 5 cheese sandwiches, so it's going to be 5 out of 11 if you pick a cheese first, and then you have 1 cheese out, you got 4 cheese left, and you have 10 sandwiches left. So the second fraction is changed. And plus probability of a ham, you have 2 ham sandwiches, probability of getting ham is 2 out of 11. Once you picked 1 ham sandwich, you have 1 less, or 2 minus 1 is 1. You had 11 sandwiches originally, but now you have 10. So that gives us that calculation there. So what I want to do now, because we haven't got that much board space left over, I'm going to do some calculations above here. So 4 over 11 times by 3 over 10. Well, 4 times by 3 is 12. 11 times by 10 is 110. So the first part gives us 12 over 110. Okay, and then we can add to that this one. 5 over 11 times by 4 over 10. 5 times by 4 is 20. 11 times by 10 is 110 again. Okay, the next one plus 2 times by 1 is 2. 11 times by 10 is 110 again. And remember, all of this 1 minus it. Okay, I'm having to copy this from here to there because we are running out of actual board space that we can actually record on. So let's work this out. 12 over 110 plus 20 over 110 plus 2 over 110 is fantastic. All the denominators are the same. At the top now, 12 by 20 is 32. 32 by 2 is 34. Okay, so if you have one whole, remember in one whole, if you change it into 110ths, one whole is the same as 110 110ths. Where this is now? That's one way of looking at the one whole. So one whole is 110 110ths minus the 34 over 110ths. So the answer to question number 24, that was the idea, and the answer is up here, which is 76 110ths. Okay, which I'm just going to circle around here so we see that clearly in the video. That, folks, is the answer.